Hello, hello.
This is Global Tel-Link. You have a prepaid call from
Erickson.
an incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Coalinga, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5. Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
Hello, hello.
This is Global Tel-Link. You have a
How are
prepaid call
you?
from
Davion, Colen. Good. He
an
just called right now,
incarcerated
too?
individual
Yes.
at the Pleasant Valley State Prison,
Perfect
Coalinga,
timing.
California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored.
Look at
and
that.
recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call.
I
To
know.
accept this call, say or
He's on the way
dial
upstairs, too.
5
He's on the
now.
way upstairs.
Thank you for using Global
Right?
Tel-Link.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, how are you? Perfect timing.
I know. I just got called, too, right now.
Keith just called too right now. I haven't had a call like this where it was perfect.
I know.
It's magnetic. It's magnetic force.
That's right. That's right. I know. Look, wait a minute. Excuse me, but you like this shirt, Keith? I know you can't see it, but I got my Charge with Change shirt on.
Oh, okay.
Chris-
Yeah, I got the picture you sent me. I got to do something more than that, though, because it's got to be a little bit more elaborate on the back.
I know you're gonna go crazy with it, huh?
I got to figure something out. I got to draw me and I got to do me and you like kind of like a exaggerated cartoon type thing, but I got to do me and you.
That's right.
Maybe
See,
with the scales of justice. Maybe
yes.
on one scale of justice, me sitting on one and you
Thank
sitting
you.
on the other one. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yep.
Yeah, I got a bunch of ideas though.
Oh, okay. But Davion, welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Are you hanging in there? I know you were a little nervous. You got this.
Yeah, just fun. Yeah, something new, but I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready for new. Ready for something new.
He thought it was on the kiosk. He thought he was going to be on camera, like on the kiosk. As soon as I told him it was just on the phone, he kind of
I need to go get my hair cut.
he calmed down a little bit.
You're gonna go get your hair done and all.
Yeah, he was going to go get a haircut and everything. I said, you still get a haircut, bro.
Yeah.
You still get a haircut.
Yeah.
No, believe it or not, the only one who's on camera is Marge right now. Yeah, the only one that's on camera is
This
me.
call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Oh, wait. So somebody's in the chat. I don't see a name. It says you got this. Your name? I don't see a name on that. They're saying you got this. So I'm thinking it's somebody that knows you,
Okay.
Davion. So I'm waiting to see if if it's a name. I don't know what's going on, but my mic's giving me trouble. You got this, brother. Blue Ladybug.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my sister.
That's your sister, all right? Look at this. I love it. Blue. It's funny, Blue Ladybug. And my friend, I have a friend in that her name is Ladybug. Paula. Welcome in, Paula. Welcome in.
Hey, that's my sister.
Okay, and I have a friend, and she uses the name Ladybug. She comes up in my chat a lot. Welcome in.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Okay, I'm feeling ready now.
See, I told you there's nothing to worry about. Prayers to you, stepdad. Prayers for you, stepdad. The real, I can't even see the name. Clear. Okay. Prayers for you, stepdad, it says.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Trinity.
Oh yeah, that's my stepdaughter.
Okay. Trinity. Okay.
Okay.
Look at
Oh,
you.
I really gotta show
See?
out now.
Look
I
at
really
him.
gotta show out now.
Ah. You had me worried. He was a little nervous today, Keith. I was going to say, Keith, you better go talk to him. I was going to tell you.
I knew he'd be okay. He's just one of the guys. He's just naturally he's just naturally authentic, you know. So I knew. I just I don't need to rehearse. I like guys to be just caught on the fly, you know.
Right.
Because I know how authentic he is, you know.
Right.
I don't like to rehearse. I told him, be yourself, man. Be yourself, because you're gonna see our platform's about 11 sports, so.
Right.
That's what we do.
Lauren, could you do me a favor? I got 2 invites from Dan. Could you let him know I have the calls? I'm sorry. I hate to turn him down. I got 2 invites to co-host. Lauren's in here, right? I didn't want to turn Dan down. Thank you, Lauren. Because I got these 2 calls, I just don't want to turn, Dan's my favorite. But I don't want to turn him down, but I'm on the calls. I feel so bad. He just asked me twice to co-host with him. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, we could co-host with other people, and it's a friend of ours, and he does amazing thing. He does, like, missing people. Oh, he's in here. And I just don't like to say no, because he does amazing things. And I just wanted her to let him know. You're lucky. I have a face paint on. Oh, Dan, I want to bring you up now. You have face paint on? Can I bring you up for a minute? Wait, I could do it for a minute. Wait, 1 second. 1 second, and then we're going to go on with the show. I just have so much going on with the calls. I thought you wanted to co-host the whole time.
No.
Oh, wait, I just got to see. This is a good friend of mine here. Put on that camera, sir. Because I'm doing my calls tonight. Where are you?
It's not letting me do it.
Why? Let me see. Let me see if I could do it. Oh, well, let me take the camera. Yeah, maybe you have to go out and come back. Keith, he does amazing things for missing people, and oh man, he really does. He does such amazing things. Yeah, he really does. There you go. Oh, look at you. Who did that?
Nobody. It's a filter.
It's a filter? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was playing with filters.
Okay. Look at you. You're one up on me. I got to start with the filters next. Looking good.
How do I get out?
How do you get out? You want me to kick you?
No, you're not that lucky.
Hey, watch it, bud. He kicked himself. He's see what we do. Thanks a lot, Dan. You couldn't give me the pleasure. Oh, here we go. But anyways, after we got that done, he wanted to show me the filter. But so I'll tell you, Keith, I have to admit, you get me some amazing people. So I've had a couple conversations with Davion. We were on the phone last weekend and messaging back and forth. He's a nice guy.
Oh, no, he's a good guy.
He really is.
Yeah, I always bring you nice guys. Thank you. I always bring you nice guys.
You do. I have to say you do. Yep. And then he said he was a little nervous. What's that?
Did you tell him how we hang up and call back? Did you tell him how we hang up and call back at the same time?
Yes, I told him how we work this, how you hang up and call back. And Keith, today I had another dog graduation to go to.
I know, that was good.
It was amazing. So it was really good. It was really touching. It was dogs for hearing impaired. And I'll tell you, there wasn't a dry eye in there today. It was really,
Oh, wow.
when they hand the leash over, oh my God, it's hard. When you have to give up the dogs, I didn't realize until I saw it in person.
No.
Man, that was kind of hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's tough.
Yeah.
I've actually even worked with a deaf dog before. It's pretty challenging, but it's rewarding at the same time because you're basically connecting with the dog on just your body movements and your hand signals and just all those different visual cues that you know.
Oh.
Like I said, the dog's deaf; he can't hear you.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So it was pretty amazing today. So that's what I did this morning. I was over there with Christy, and I'll tell you, I'm so proud of her with the work she does, and she runs the computers, the cameras. She just keeps it all going over there. So pretty awesome. But and Davion, that's my daughter that I'm talking about. So yep. But you'll get to know everybody. You'll get to know everybody.
Okay.
You're part of the family now. You're part of the family. That's right. We got you. Yep. Yep. So Keith, what are we into this now? We're on so it's like 10 minutes. So yes, so tonight we do have, of course, my co-host Keith with us. And I did do the commercial. So of course I didn't do the commercial. Katie did. So we have Davion joining us. He's a super nice guy. Yes, he is. And that's coming from so it says Ladybug, and your first name was, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names because there's so many. That was your sister, right? Yep. Yeah, so, yes, he is. He's very nice.
Yeah, so we'll,
Paul.
as soon as you're ready, we'll hang up and we'll call back and then we'll kick it into gear.
Okay. So we're going to hang up so you can call back together and we'll get started.
Okay.
All right. All right, let's do it. All right, bye. All right, bye. So they hang up and they're gonna call back together. So so the calls are in sync. Paula, I gotta remember that I have a Paula. So, okay. So welcome in for Davion's family and friends. I didn't know what Dan was doing. He's so funny. I thought he wanted to just co-host with me. Here he wanted to show me the filter. And I don't know what's going on. The mic isn't syncing tonight. But we'll just have them talk louder. And
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Colen, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You will not be charged. You will not be charged. Thank you for using Global Tel Link. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
okay, hello, welcome back. So we're gonna get started. Just if you could keep your voices up so they can hear you. The record, yep, everybody says the recording plays in my sleep. So go ahead, Keith, take it away.
Okay. Tonight's live is about the power of expression through self-determination to reconnect with the world outside of California prison walls. I have had the personal privilege of getting to know countless men beneath the surface of just their crimes, what gangs they may have once represented, and what their upbringings may have entailed. The power of expression, particularly men with the ability to retrace their footsteps in life through their writing, is endless. I tell you this from the perspective of a man that has successfully published 3 books in this year alone, and who has made it a personal mission to now help other men find that same success as aspiring writers behind these prison walls. Like any other night, Charged with Change stands on true change, true love and support for all, and true cooperation between those on the inside and out in the community to make a difference. As a special guest tonight, Charged with Change proudly welcomes a young man who has ventured out on a new journey that we believe he has yet to grasp is going to fully change the course of his future. Davion Colen, currently housed in a California prison, has excitedly volunteered to be with us here this evening. An aspiring writer, in addition to being a kind individual who extends his hand to everyone around him, I can tell you from someone that has spent 35 years in the prison system myself, that this young man has a bright future ahead of him, that I am determined to help influence in a positive way and help him see. My name is Keith Erickson. I'm currently housed at Pleasant Valley State Prison, and I am the co-host of MargeC here on the platform Charged with Change. I just want Marge to know without you, this platform does not exist. And I am very honored to not only share this space with you tonight, but to be considered your family in so many other ways is that much more important. With that said, tonight we will open up with our special guest, Davion, and allow him to share with you a bit about himself, followed by a series of questions that will be asked from Marge, and perhaps some of our listeners in the community, should they wish to engage in the conversation itself. I myself may chime in periodically to engage. However, tonight is about our guest, and we want everyone to show him the love and support that he deserves, because it is men like him that give us the opportunity to be more than just listeners, but to experience his life's journey in a way that also allows us to be a part of a better tomorrow for him. With that said, Davion, the floor is yours. Please share with us a bit about who you are, my friend. Go ahead.
Hi. Hi. As you know, my name is Davion Colen. I'm an African American. I'm 32 years of age. Currently, I'm serving a 10-year bid for I made a mistake for a second-degree robbery. As I've been down, I've been rehabilitated myself. I found a passion that I love doing, and I'm not looking back. I found this right, and I'm going to see where it takes me. Thanks to my family, my new family, and my support of my other family on the street. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to share a little bit of what attracted me to hone in on Davion. He had been here he lives in the same housing unit with me. He'd been here for a month or two, and right away I seen how he conducted himself. Especially, within this environment, there's a lot of shucking and jiving going around, and I noticed the pattern with him was he always had this routine where, he comes out to the day room, he sits out at the table, he lays out his pad of paper, his pens, and I always, before I had introduced myself to him, and but I never really got, paid much attention to what he was doing specifically at the table. But I've seen this routine, this ritual he did where he sat out there and did a lot of writing. I thought maybe he was writing letters, but come to find out, he's an aspiring writer, and to have that commitment to sit down at the table and
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
2 or 3 hours a day, that attracted my attention.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Determination to make the better use of his time while incarcerated. And then he had, we started talking about writing one day, and then he had showed me some of his writings, and and I started giving him some feedback and started bouncing some ideas off of him. And I was just proud to say, that here he was taking the initiative to make better use of his time, and through the series of these questions that we asked, that Marge asked of him, it's just going to be fun getting to know a little bit more about, about the conversation, of what actually inspires him to write, So with that said, like I said, I'm just proud to have you on here tonight, Davion, and like I said, you're a bright young man, and one thing that stood out to me about you is just your kindness. And it's not just selective kindness; it's kindness to everybody. And in this type of environment, that's a quality that you can't deny. So I applaud you for having that. One of many qualities is just that ability to treat people as you would want to be treated. So I think that's pretty special.
Yes, and I appreciate you too for giving me a chance.
That's what it's all about.
MargeC, you want to open up with some of the questions?
So we're ready,
navigate
right?
the conversation.
Yep. Okay, Davion, so how long have you had a passion for writing? And is there a particular area of writing you enjoy most?
I've been passionate about writing for a little bit over 2 years. And really, right now I'm in the middle of writing a romance book. And the reason why romance is my favorite area is because I can show the world my definition of love. But, everybody got their own definition of a true love story. I'm just trying to give people a taste of mine. That's all.
Okay. Has anyone encouraged you?
I got a follow-up question
go ahead.
with that. Like I like how he talks about his version of what love is. Like, if it's not too much to ask, like, can you share with us a little bit, some of our listeners? Like, I think that's pretty powerful. The fact that you know you have your. There's a lot of people that do set out to write a romance novel. You know, a lot of us, or a lot of people that do, perhaps they're trying to follow an example of what they think love is. And here you are, you just channeled the fact that, you know, I'm writing a love romance story based on what I think love is. So, you know, for some of us, I'd love for you to elaborate a little bit more on, you know, some of those things that you think love is, or that you believe love is.
Just a brief little summary about the book. Basically, you know, two people from two different worlds, you know, they end up meeting each other, and, you know, they just stick it through there, through the good and the bad, coming through obstacles.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They don't let anything break their bond. You know, it's kind of got a little action in there. You know, they end up getting stuck out in the ocean, going deep sea fishing, and they're stuck out there. Their boat sink, and, you know, they hold each other's hands. They're trying to get back to the shore, but one of the characters, I ain't gonna say too much, you know, can't make it all the way back, and the character's like, just let me go. But the love that the character has said, no, I'm not gonna let you go. It's either we're both gonna drown together, or we're gonna make it back together. And, you know, they grow old together, and, you know, just trust and just love, you know, just care for one another, be there for each other. And, you know, it's like, you'll get to know more once I check the book out. But that's just a little summary of it.
No, I like that. That, like I said, just in that short synopsis, you said a lot. You know, one person wants to self-sacrifices, while the other one's like, you know,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You know, so, you know, a lot of us can relate to that. So,
Absolutely.
like for me, a lot of my perceptions of love and writing are the things that, you know, a lot of people emulate things that they grow up and they see, whether it's between their own parents or things that they lacked that they did not have as children, you know, so they seek out the opposite. One thing for myself, and I'm sure you could probably agree, Davion, is that the writing gives you that ability to paint things differently as opposed to maybe how you saw them, or build on those things based on what you've experienced in your own life.
That's true.
Yeah, so that
is true.
That's powerful. I like that.
Yeah. So has
Talk
any...
about the adventure aspect, like...
Right.
Go ahead, MargeC.
No, go ahead, finish. No.
Yeah, so you talked about the adventure part, like, throughout the book as well. Was there a pattern that you're following, or just based on other books that you wrote, or are you more like just kind of writing the way that you the way that you see your own life?
Now, it's just my imagination. I have so much ideas in my mind, or something I want to express and get out, and I just go off the head. You see, I sit there, I just go from scratch and just come up with everything as I go. You know?
Yeah, I love that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So has anyone encouraged you and or inspired you to write throughout your life?
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I started writing, I want to say about 2 years ago. I was at Bosco State Prison, and I was sitting in the cell. I was on my tablet, and I ended up calling my uncle, Clyde Colen, one day, and I'm sitting there. I'm talking to him. He said, "Nephew, what you like to do?" I sat there for a minute. I'm like, I don't know. I said, I like to write. He said, well, why don't you just write a book and start making time serve you? I said, okay. So I went to the store the next month. I bought a pen and a paper, and I just started writing. Then, recently I got transitioned over here to Pleasant Valley, and I met the amazing Keith and I seen what he did. We talked, and honestly, somebody told me about his books. So I'm like, okay, let me try to talk to him, because he's doing something that I have a passion for. So I go, which I got one of his books right here, crazy sitting right next to me, called Unleashed. So I'm like, hey man, we ended up talking to him, and then he showed me other little books he had, and that what got me, that set the fire up under me. I'm like, oh man, if he could do it, okay. And I just keep going. He's my motivation right now. He really is.
Absolutely. And I'm showing both books. The Unleashed is right here. And Fiona and Finn. I have both of them. They're right next to me all the time.
Okay. He said something right about March that sparked something. Like he talked about, Davion, you spoke of a dream, and there's this poem that I remember seeing in a book 4 or 5 years ago that I cut out, and it's an anonymous writer, and it's a short poem. It's called "The Journey of a Dream," and I want to share with you what this poem entails, and I want you to listen carefully because it talks about a dream, and it kind of puts into perspective of how. Because when I wrote my first book, I had written that book for 3 or 4 years before I even kicked into gear, because my wife got on my butt to finish it because she said, your writing is powerful, it needs to be published. So she was kind of like the encouragement. So I want you to listen to this. It's titled "The Journey of a Dream." A dream is born in the mind, a picture of what might be, and a vision of a new and better.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
But if it stays in the mind, it becomes a wish never to be fulfilled. It must move on. So the dream moves to the heart, feeling surrounded, giving it life. But if it stays in the heart, it becomes a could have been, dying in the fire of emotion. So it must move on. So the dream moves to the hands, there to be put into action. Having been given life in the heart, it comes to fruition through work. But if it stays in your hands, it becomes self-serving. It must move on. So place your hand in the hand of another, and if God's will, or if God wills it, your dream moves on forever. So it puts into perspective, Mark, my writing that book, and now my helping other people write as well. So that's all I'm trying to give you, my friend, is that, that encouragement and that ability to see how your own story and your own life.
Oh, okay. They'll be calling us back. Hey, Jill. Paige, hi. Jill, how do you like that? Charge or change. Christy did it for me. And of course, we have our tumblers. Paula does my merch. But Keith is going to redo the shirts. He wants our pictures on them too now, he said. He wants cartoon characters. Look at this. Jamie, we're getting new shirts, he said.
An incarcerated individual at
He wants cartoon characters.
Colen, California. This call and your telephone
Hey,
number
Paige,
will
is
be
Joe
monitored
there
and
with you?
recorded. You have a
Hey,
prepaid
Joe.
call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial. Thank you for using Global Tel.
I have merch.
An incarcerated
There you go.
individual
Hi,
at
Davion.
the Pleasant Valley
We're just
State
getting
Prison,
Keith now.
Colen, California.
Your idea.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have
Let's get Keith up.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, we're back now. I just got Keith back on.
Yeah.
What you said about that being a dream, and then you seeing me and me giving you inspiration, like that's exactly how it was for me, because my mentor, which is Dr. Nandi Crosby at Chico State University, she's a published writer as well. She's my mentor, in all of my writing. So it's not a self-serving dream. It's a dream that now I've had the ability to publish something, and that was always my dream. And like I said, it's a dream that's inclusive of everybody. Like, this is not just a journey that, when I quit looking at it as being just my journey or my main goal, that's when I started to realize that the fruition was the fact that it was impacting a lot of people around me, and other people were getting on board with what I'm doing. So it just made it even more significant. So I really like what he said about it being a dream, and then me being able to inspire him, because that's what we do. We encourage and inspire each other.
Exactly.
Every day. When I see you coming, I'll make sure you see me right there. Big bro, when you gotta see me doing this, man. I'm so grateful that you reached out and really just took that chance with me. And I just want to say I highly appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. I already got a.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
On his stuff to get edited out and ready to go. So she's going to do for him what she does for me. So, like I said, he's got people behind him. So.
This call
That's
and your
amazing.
telephone
That's
number will be
amazing.
monitored and recorded.
Where can we purchase the books? Keith's books are available on Amazon.
So, Amazon. So my first two, Unleashed and Fiona and Finn, are out on Amazon. And my third book, it's already finished and it is uploaded on Amazon. However, the like button has not been hit yet because my first author's copy that was sent to me, it's already been here at the prison as of Thursday of last week. However, they did not pass out books yet. So until I read through it and make sure there's no corrections that'll have to be gone back and corrected. This time, before I hit the live button on that, I want to make sure that there's no errors that we have to go back and correct, because we had to go back and correct a few in the Fiona and Finn adventure book, which is, I hated the fact that we allowed a lot of them to be bought already and out there in the public before we got to make the corrections. Because especially when it mentions specific people's names in the acknowledgement and it spelled them wrong or what have you. So this time I want to make sure, so hopefully we get issued a special purchase, which is the books this weekend, and then I'm going to read through it and then call my publisher and make sure there's nothing that needs to be fixed. So she'll go on right then and fix everything, and then as soon as it's done, she'll hit the live button and it'll be available for purchase. So that one is titled Trauma Unraveled.
Exactly. That one, that's going to be a good one. Yep. They're all good,
Yeah,
but I can't wait for that one. That's going to be powerful.
Yeah, this one is good.
Yep.
And for those who listening, you got to check out the Unleashed. That's a good one too.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I spoke to Davion when did we talk? Last Sunday night. He told me he was looking at it when I was talking to you. Sunday night when we spoke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for everyone else too, Keith and I did a podcast last Friday and it came out. It's available on YouTube. So you want to check that out, Off the Record with Illegally Alley. So it's in my link tree. So you could check out our podcast. So that came out yesterday. I'm getting great feedback on that, Keith.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm getting absolutely.
I gotta hear that.
Yeah.
Later on, we'll reconnect and I'll find out.
Yeah. Angel really liked it too. I sent it over to Angel. She really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. All right, Davion. So what are some of the self-benefits of spending your time while incarcerated writing? And what is your end goal as a writer? Also, please sign. Oh, okay.
My self-benefits of me writing, when I go out there and I sit at that table, the only self-benefit I got is at that time and moment, I'm not even in jail. It's like I escape to reality. Mm-hmm. Like my mind just be somewhere else, and I just be at peace. And that's the self benefits I got. And as far as my end goes, I just want to show the world, my creative imagination as well as be heard, and give them a part of the real me.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And they are. You like as years ago when I started writing, I didn't really have like an end goal. Like I had dreams about it tucked in the back of my mind, but I always thought man, I could never be a writer. I could never be a published writer. I'm in prison. There's a lot of things I can't do. At that stage of my life, my life was focused on the things. All I allowed myself to see were the things that I couldn't do. And we talk about this a lot on Charged with Change, and getting past that and developing that mindset and that attitude of what we can do no matter where we're at physically. Because the attitude is where it starts. That's what changes everything. So for me, when I see you out there sitting at the table, I think back to how I used to be out there at the table. Because I used to do homework out there. I used to do self-help stuff out there. Little did I know I was building character all of those years. It didn't matter what other people thought because it was helping me become better. The benefits of filling my time with being responsible, being accountable, not ever wanting to come back to this kind of life. If I ever did get home at the time when I thought like that, like today I know I am eventually going to come home.
Right.
But I didn't have the long-term goals. Like writing was always a peace of mind for me. It was that serenity where I could create so much good by the use of the power. Words are powerful. You could impact somebody, whether it's writing a poem, whether it's writing a love letter to somebody that you genuinely care about it. And for somebody that's in a situation like us that's incarcerated, what better way to hone your skills to connect with people in the community and those people out in the world than actually developing ways to express yourself through writing, because you don't have the ability to do that, to show that affection. So how do you show the people that you love, whether it's your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your grandbabies, whatever the case may be, your significant other? It's through the power of that writing. You get to reveal parts of your heart that you don't get to do in here because of this surroundings, because so many things that are physically confining your ability to show it as far as action-wise, in person, you realize that you're so much more powerful in the way that you can express yourself, the way that you can write, the way that you can touch.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I've read your stuff. I'm reading your stuff as we go, as we go through this journey with you, Davion. We're going through this journey, and I'm reading about your life, and I can relate to it because so much of it, regardless whether you're from this part of the state, or I'm from this part, or whatever, all of the things that you're describing, I can relate to because they're experiences that are common experiences with people. And even if I didn't experience those same experiences, you're able to articulate that and share that in your writing that helps me connect with it and identify it. So it's nostalgic to me as I go back and I'm like, man, I love reading like that because it's powerful. It takes me away from the reality that's present right now, and it takes me out there. So you have the ability to do that. You just have to be. I think people are afraid to be vulnerable. Afraid that, especially with writing, people are afraid that what people are going to think or say with what they read about that person. You see what I'm saying? But they don't realize that that's only a small percentage of the population. There's so many people out there that your vulnerability and your willingness to share and to dream and to think outside the box and be raw, that's one thing that people see in my Unleashed book and then this Trauma Unraveled book coming out. It's that the people that I motivated and encouraged to share their stories, I told them trust in me and in the process of being raw and vulnerable, because there's so many people out there in the world that need to heal from hearing your stories. And that's what you're giving them. You're giving them the means of healing just by sharing your own story. So.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a striving writer, what are some of the impacts that you would like your stories to have those people in the community?
Basically, like, just no matter what's your background or where you come from, like, it's just hope, and no matter, it's never too late to change. You know,
Absolutely.
You gotta want better. Yeah. That's what I got for him. Yeah. That's pretty much, hopefully somebody follows and, and put their story out. And, just change.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It's never too late to change. That's absolutely right.
So for me, like, I'm going to kind of go off the question a little bit, sidetracked on this question. And I'm just curious of,
Go ahead.
when you're sharing your story, Davion, was there ever a point where there's parts of your life that you're afraid to share?
Yeah,
Like, is there ever a part of your life that you're afraid to share out of, like, maybe, I don't know, like, just maybe not wanting to reveal? Because that's, I'm asking because I was at that, I remember when I first started writing, I was always reluctant to write about some of the things, right? Like, some things I wouldn't write about. But the more that I've written and put out there, now it's not such a big deal. Now I'm like, it's like all or nothing now. Now I have that mindset where it's all or nothing. And I'm not worried about, like, everybody knows in my First Unleashed book, I write about my mom, I write about my crime. Like, I'm not afraid to write about that stuff because I was always worried that I'm going to offend somebody or hurt somebody's feelings because I'm putting out stuff, that's so detailed and so descriptive of my life that includes other people.
Yes.
So you ever,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a few things, but that's gonna all come within the biography. Because I think I'm gonna just after it's all said and done with this love book, I'm just gonna sit down and write a full biography about my life. And I'm all well. Excuse my language. I'm all in now. Ain't no turning back. So I feel how you feel.
That's right. We do have a question. Let me see.
You
I
have
saw a
60
question.
seconds remaining.
Well, we'll wait till you call back because there's 60 seconds. But there is a question you can answer when you come back.
Okay, you want us to call back right now?
Yeah, cool. You might as well. It's going to go out on us.
Okay.
All right.
You have 60 seconds.
Go ahead. Bye-bye. How's everyone doing? Welcome in to all the new people who are just coming in. All right, let's see. We have some questions here. As soon as they come back, it was going out anyway, and I'd rather do that. Thank you, Paula, for joining us. And he'll be coming home in, let me see, April. I think I'm right in saying
This is Global Colen. You have a prepaid call from
An
April.
incarcerated individual
Pretty sure he's told me.
Pleasant Valley State Prison, Colen, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yes.
You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call.
He's so excited.
Thank you for using Global
Thank you
Colen.
for using Global Colen.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
So let's go into I'm going to move to into the questions in the chat. Let me see. I know Jamie had a question. I think, we did answer that one about what motivates you to be a writer. Let me see, why do you want to write and why this story and why this story in particular?
As far as the romance, or just about this story?
About the romance one.
The romance one?
Yeah, it's probably about that one.
Yeah.
That's the one you talked about.
I chose to write it because, it's just, I always, coming up, you always looking, well, me personally, I can say I always been looking for love, but, I tried. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I didn't, but in the back of my head, I always had to imagine, everybody has to imagine what a true love story is, and that's what I'm going off, and that's what I'm pursuing when I get out. So, that's why I chose that one.
Okay, and there's a question, I believe it's from, and this is from your sister, Paula. How do you get started with writing?
That's more.
I think that's just a general question. It's just how do you get started with writing? Yeah.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I think of a story and I just go, and I don't sit and take, oh, this point gonna be right here. No, I just flow. Like I don't make step by step. I just go, and that's crazy how my mind works, and I'm actually pretty good at it.
Good.
Like
Yeah.
straight off the head. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think people are different as far as what their repertoire, like what they enjoy writing. Like for me, I think getting started was just because I write more like by having gone through an experience, or like you said, like, I thought about when Davion was asked that question of what made him want to write a love story, and then like at the end of the day, we all want to be loved and we all want to love. So, so I thought about what he said, like growing up, it was hard for me to love and be loved, based on the life that I had lived and the childhood that I went through. But I always, had this idea of how I wanted to love, even if I couldn't fulfill my role as being able to love somebody or be romantic or this or that. I knew how I wished that I could be. So in essence, like maybe writing like a love story or something, or like you kind of like vicariously you put yourself in that, like you paint this picture of yourself, in that role. Like, I don't know, but for me, it's more like I've always written more based on my experiences. Like, and I feel like, I'm 53 years old now, so I feel like just because of all the experiences that I've gone through in my life, it's easier for me to write about that stuff, so. But I don't have the creative mind, per se, to have a storyline like Davion does. Like, just from reading his stuff, he has the ability to go off on this, like, storyline, and for me, it seems like I would have to remember all these different characters' names, or, like, I don't know, it just seems more challenging for me, so my style of writing is maybe a little bit different.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
But it's like he said, it's just sitting down to write. Like, just do it. That's the hardest part, is just do it. Don't overthink it. Just write.
Yeah. Yeah. So we do have another question, and I guess this could be for either or both of you. How can you inspire other young men to write?
Prior to my book, it's just, I think, showing people, like, not just Davion, but other people as well that are really fresh, that haven't really sat down to write. I think just helping them understand that everybody has a story. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a story. And I think when you show them the impact that their words could have for somebody else, I think that's what gets that encouragement, that motivation, and just being recognized. A lot of people are afraid to write because they're, like I said, they're afraid of being judged. So it's kind of picking and choosing the context of somebody writing. Like, somebody has to be in a very safe place to entrust somebody else with their thoughts or anything that they put on paper, right? Like, that's a big deal. If you don't have that trust with somebody, that somebody can come to you in confidence to, hey, will you read this? Will you show me, will you tell me if you like this or not? The worst thing I could do is sit here and say, oh, no, you got to do this or do that, because that's just the wrong way to do it. Everybody has a story. If you could start to teach that person that, actually, relationships are investments, day-to-day investments, of encouragement, especially in here within the system. Like, you make that day-to-day investment with somebody by giving them that encouragement. Like I said, just show them that their writing is powerful. You could truly help somebody with their writing, and that's it. Even if that requires me sharing my writings with them or sharing my books with them, just like I did Davion, to show them that they could do it. Because I'm nobody special. Like, look how long it took me to get off my butt and publish that first book. It took me 3 or 4 years after I sat down and wrote it.
Right. So I do have a question for Davion. It's from Paula. So this is for you. Would you consider writing a story of your life story?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do next. It's going to be a biography. Yes, indeed. I am, sister.
Yes, he is. So we're going to hold him to that. And I'm going to be in contact with him, so we're going to hold him to this.
Okay.
And that has faced, okay,
Yeah, memoir.
Yep, that has faced the same challenges. Okay, yep. All right, so I do have another question. You have taken on the pen names of Mo Better, which is a creative play on words. Can you explain the meaning behind that name?
The reason why I choose Mo Better is because I choose to be more better than I was back then. It's like today I choose to be better than I was yesterday. And if it's God's will for me to wake up tomorrow, I choose to be more better tomorrow than I am today. If that makes any sense.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember when he told me in the day room about his pen name. I said, I like that, man.
Yeah.
Because I know I rock. He's got 5 different names.
Oh, really?
Like so. But I thought that was cool. I thought that was really, really classy how he did that. Like. And a lot of writers have different pen names,
Right. Yeah, true. So, Davion, could your life story help change other young men going down the wrong path? Someone asked.
I believe it can. It's based on what I've been through, and as far as teens and shot up, being in the system, if I believe my words can reach someone. Even if it ain't everybody, one person that can change somebody's life. Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah. And I also have another question. I'm telling you, you got the questions tonight. We don't get this too often. Right, Keith? Wow.
Yeah,
I know, we're getting questions tonight. Would you ever consider mentoring others like Keith does? For you?
That, yes, I will. Like I said, I consider Keith like a big brother, so.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah.
it's only right for me to keep passing it on to me, and for me to keep passing it on.
Yeah.
And mentor once I get up there, like how Keith is, and just keep it going. You know,
Pay it forward.
Chance once I make it there.
Pay it forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
I love that. Yep,
I
absolutely.
think a lot of guys like Davion, they already do that. Like they emulate that. Like they don't realize it, but they kind of like, you know, because we all go through life wanting to be like we all want to emulate somebody, right? Like whether it's the way they dress, talk, walk, whatever, you know. I think that he doesn't realize the fact that people watch him and they, you know, it's something that, you know, I laugh because here on the yard they have people that are peer support mentors assigned to these jobs, right? Like, but yet other people do that all day, every day, and they don't get paid for it, like just by the way they carry themselves. And like I said, with Davion, he's so kind and generous and humble. And
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
they do more for people around them that they don't realize because, you know, they're so humble about it. And I try to be the same way.
Right.
But like I said, he's well on his way to. He does. People look up to him in that sense because he's a good example of how you carry yourself, you know, as an individual in here, you know. And I'm sure it'll be the same way out there in the community, you know. Like we're not defined by the mistakes that we made that brought us here in the prison, and you know, now is the opportunity to either sit around and waste your time and not prepare for a life after prison, or sit around and literally just make valuable use of that time so that when you get out there, you know, this is just a image in the mirror to look back on, you know.
Right. So we have another question for you, Davion, and this is going into this is from the chat. A lot of questions. These are great. What is your motivation moving forward?
My motivation moving forward is having a better life. Like, you know, I always tell myself, like, I always want to be regular. Like, and that might make sense. My motivation is having a regular life. You know, not looking over my shoulders or nothing. Just being a product of my society. You know, doing something positive, and that's the motivation.
That sounds good. So, and once you're released, will you continue to write?
Oh yeah, that's it. Like I said, Keith and my uncle and Keith, they already got confused. And now I got Keith on my side. Ain't no turning back now. Take it for me now, Keith. Like, you know that.
I'm gonna make sure his first book is published within the next month or two. Like that's my.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To give him the pathway, the connection to do that. So that's already taken care of. Like
Great.
I said, I'm determined to impact his life in a way that, like I said, this could change the whole course of his future. And I already know how significant it is to have that first goal accomplished. So that's a given.
Yeah.
Because he is worthy. You know, I want him to understand that he's worthy. He's worthy of greatness, and this prison does not have to define you, brother. It doesn't have to define you at all.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be buying the first copy, your sister said. And I'll be there with you. I'll get the second one. We got you. And I'll be promoting them. We'll promote them on my website. We got you. Yep. I do it for Keith and I'll do it for you. All right, they'll call us back. Yep, I'll promote them. Don't worry about that. I promote Keith, so we'll promote Davion's. Thank God for second chances. Yep. Oh, Keith is amazing. And that's what we're here to do. That's why we're charged with change. And I've met some amazing men and women doing this. And
Access global tel link. You have a
I had the pleasure of talking to Davion last Sunday, like on the phone. We had a great he said, I was so afraid to talk to you. I didn't know what to expect. I said, you were afraid to talk to me? I had him cracking up by the end of the conversation. I was like, come on now.
To accept this call, say or dial
So we're going to have a conversation this weekend, because during the week it's I'm kind of busy, but I said this weekend. Hello, you're back. Now I'll get Keith. I was telling them you were a little nervous when you called me Sunday.
You have a prepaid call.
I said, nervous to talk to me? I said, by the time we were done, we're friends now. That's it. You got this.
For real.
Yep, for real. I said, don't worry about that. No. And Keith is so amazing. He really is. I'm so fortunate, like I said. And you know that conversation. We're more like family. He's family. He's not a friend. Yep.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, and I told Davion, for those of you who don't know in the chat, I only met Keith doing this. I don't know Keith. I never met Keith, and he's my family. I only met Keith doing what we do. Yep. You there, Keith?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I know.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Yep. So Davion has wonderful charisma naturally. Yep. Oh yeah, Paula. I didn't know Keith before this. I never met Keith. We just started doing this, and we're connected. We are family, and his wife in the chat, Jamie. And that's it.
I was a guest on the live one night, and it's not even months ago, huh? March, what, maybe 5-6 months ago?
Maybe 5 months ago. No, we're not old friends. No, his family, Paula, thought we were old friends. Never met Keith in my life.
Yeah, we won't like that on Charge with Change.
That's us. He was a guest. He was one of the guests.
We do what we call forced. We do what we call forced adoption.
That's right.
We just adopt people.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. About 5 months. I think it's 5 months ago, Keith. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we've done a lot since then, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
But pretty amazing. You guys have very good review. Oh, yes, we do.
I like how I like a lot of the questions that the community has.
I know, it's really rolling tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really personable.
Yeah, it really is. And a lot of them are from his family, and Jamie, and like others are chiming in too. It's really good tonight. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Davion, so you've heard the term, everyone has a story that is unique. What is your thought on this as someone who loves to write about their own life experiences?
My thought on that, personally, I think, like you say, everyone has a unique story to tell. And if you have that passion, or even if you don't, just write it and try to get it out there, because you never know that it might, not times somebody can relate to it. And if somebody can relate to it, they can learn from your story. And if they can't learn from your story, you never know, you might save a life. Somebody might hear something, probably going through something, and it just clicks them, and suicide or whatever. So I personally think if you have a story, you can just get it out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing for me is when I used to.
Yeah.
For me, that question, like, I remember when I first thought of myself, like, man, like, I would compare, especially when it came to writing, when I read somebody else's story, I'm like, man, And I used to get this a lot with a lot of creative writing classes that I used to teach on another yard, on another facility, with some of the men that were, the younger men that were coming into the group, and they would tell me, man, I really don't have a story like yours. And then what's crazy is they say that, and then you sit down and you start picking their brain, and, you start tearing down those walls, and you start learning about their early experiences in life, and you're like, what do you mean you didn't have a story? Like, dude, your story is just as powerful as anybody else's. Like, it was just crazy to see, because, I think it's when they start comparing I think it becomes a way for us to deal with our life or the experiences or maybe the hardships in our life, is to pretend they didn't exist. Maybe that's how we, like a coping mechanism of how we deal with it, is just pretend they didn't ever happen. So the more that we started talking about them, I think
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and
they always
recorded.
say that term as well, like own your story, like own it. Like everybody has a story, own it,
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Keith, I don't know if you seen earlier when I was sitting down writing, right? It was like 3 people came up, and it's like, man, I have a story. I said, if you have a story, man, just write. Like, just get it out there. Like, that's crazy you said. I was like, everybody have a story. Just put it out there, man. Like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna start writing. So, yeah, that's a good thing.
You sit down there. I'm telling you, people are watching you. People that come by and like they see you doing it. Trust me, they're gonna see. They see you now. Wait till they see you when your first book comes out, and they're gonna see that you just got to make that willingness, that commitment to sit down and write. Just sit down and write, and they'll see it. They'll see it. That's how people. That's how we inspire other people, just by our own actions. So.
You're right. Totally right.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep. So as someone who sees genuine qualities in you, we understand that Keith is helping you strive towards your first publication about your life, which is basically a memoir. How important is it to you that people like him are willing to invest their time and faith into you and your future?
Really, words can't explain how grateful I am for people like Keith, a person like Keith to be in my corner, that really took a chance with me when, you would never expect, especially in here incarcerated, you would never expect somebody just to grasp you and really to guide you, So I'm very grateful, and I'm forever thankful for Keith, which I consider more like a big brother than a friend, and I really don't know what to say. I'm very, very grateful and thankful.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of men.
And I hope with Davion's family that's listening as well, and the people, our listeners, it's so much when somebody's in your corner, somebody's cheering for you, and somebody sees potential, and they're, it's hard for a lot of people to ask for help. It's also hard for people to trust other people, especially in this environment. I do what I do for guys like this because somebody was willing to give me that time and that opportunity as well. That investment and that encouragement. And,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
The wife that I have, my family, all of you, the community, I'm blessed to have that love and support. And I just want people that are out here supporting Davion as well to know that that's profound, because that love and that support is going to move mountains. That's what we need, is that encouragement, because that's how we become better people. We become better people with the help of other people. We don't get to where we're trying to go just by ourselves, We can do that all our own by self-destruction. But that encouragement, it makes a world of difference. And like I said, that's what I just want to give men like him, is that opportunity, because a lot of people just don't get the opportunity,
Yeah. So he does have support in here, I'm telling you. We definitely got
Oh, yeah.
him.
And I know
We got it. We got your back.
I know he's the type of person that. Oh yeah, and I know he's the type of person that is selfless. He's a very selfless person. So I know that he extends his hand. You know, and a lot of times, you know, that goes unrecognized, especially in this environment. So, like, you know, just that's what we do, man. We you know, sometimes you got to accept the help as well. So.
Yeah. We are all cheering you on.
People want to help you because they care about you.
Yeah. And Keith, so it says, Keith, how can you put together a book club organization throughout the prison? Is this something that's they're saying in the chat?
Book publication organization. So
like
one thing about prison is there's a lot of red tape. There's a lot of restrictions as far as like monetizing or business, like setting out on business ventures, so to speak. So there's a lot of red tape, but there's also a way to around that where it's not like it used to be as far as publication goes. So anybody can write a book and then upload it onto Amazon and basically allow Amazon the copyrights to publish, print, etc. You're purchasing ISBN numbers. But to actually start up a business while incarcerated, that's one of the things that's against us because we are temporarily a property of the state because we are incarcerated. But like I said, there's ways to get around that as far as like having an outside publication, outside entity purchasing ISBN numbers, uploading your stuff onto Amazon. But at the same time, that's not to say that you can't start. You could start something within prison like a club, kind of like a book writing club, like a creative writing club.
They said a book club organization? A book club organization in prison?
Yeah, it's something like, kind of like I've done creative writing classes.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Like on my Trauma Unraveled book, it's a compilation of 20 or 21 different stories of men that experienced early ACEs, which is adverse childhood experiences. And then I umbrellaed it and everything, and then I sent it to my publisher on the outside, and then they upload it onto Amazon, purchase the ISBN numbers and all of that. And so basically it's not an entity within the prison system.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Because we can't profit we can't profitize something in here when we're a ward of the state temporarily in here incarcerated.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I think that was it. That makes sense, Keith. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I used to try to do a lot of stuff like that, and I used to get, 15, 20 years ago. Don't get me wrong, 15, 20 years ago, I used to try to do stuff in here, like even this. Even doing the platforms on TikTok, like it was hard to get around the logistics, the legal aspect of it, but anybody listening now will understand that it's not something we profit from, like as a means of monetary value. We profit in it in the sense that we're helping change lives. Anybody listening to it will tell you that, hey, this platform is about helping the community, helping change lives. So it's not something that we're making a name off of and trying to capitalize on without really getting into it of how
you have 60 seconds remaining.
Other people wanted this platform to go. How other people wanted this platform to go. You know what I'm saying, Marge?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you there.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
What can classes be while you're incarcerated? Can classes be taught while you're incarcerated? Like book writing classes, are you saying? Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
you can have book club. I've started book clubs in here before.
Okay.
We've done book clubs where we gather in the library or the day room.
So they can be taught while you're
You
incarcerated?
have 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we'll call you back.
Yeah, okay, they're going to call right back. I think, okay, call right back. I think they can. I think they can. We'll touch on that when they come back. And I love the questions, and thank you, everyone. And thank you for the gifts, everyone. I really appreciate it. Angel, hey. We have, of course, Keith, because we wouldn't do this without Keith. And we have Davion. He's joining us. Keith is actually helping him with his first book he's writing.
This is Global Link. You have a prepaid.
He's
This is Global
he got
Link.
disconnected.
You have a prepaid call from
Keith Erickson.
an
Thank
incarcerated
you.
individual at
He got
Pleasant Valley
disconnected.
State Prison,
That was kind of
Colen,
strange.
California. This call
Thank you
and
so
your
much.
telephone number will
I
be
appreciate
monitored
you.
and recorded. You have
And
a
Davion,
prepaid
he's
call.
such a
You will not be charged for this
sweet
call.
person.
To
I
accept
really
this
enjoy
call,
talking
pay or
with him.
dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Link.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think I kind of caught the last. I think that last question I
Global
kind of caught
Link.
some of
You
it
have a
was
prepaid call from
like a few months ago.
an
A few months ago,
incarcerated individual
I had a
at
writing
the Pleasant Valley
workshop.
State Prison,
for
Colen,
all of the
California.
yards.
This call
Yeah,
and
I
your
had,
telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I had my
You have a
mentor
prepaid
slash
call.
publisher,
Thank you for
Dr.
using
Nandi
Global
Crosby, come in
Link.
and do a 2-hour workshop on every yard throughout from all the way from Saturday she did 2 yards, and then Sunday she did the 2 other yards, where she came in and basically, showed these guys the layout of how to, share their story, how to get publication, and so she came in and explained all that to them. But and she's also helped, as a result, she had published a children's book from another man on another yard over here, and then I think she's working on a couple more for some of them guys. But so she, that workshop, the 2-day workshop she did here, she was able to do that for these guys. So she's helped 2 guys that I know of as of date, where she's already done publications, and she was just here not even two months ago, and she did all that within the last 2 months. So that was pretty cool. So you can do, you can set up creative writing classes. You could set up book reading clubs with other inmates in the population. So there's different things you can do to encourage and support each other, and they do it all the time, whether it's a book club or whether it's a mentorship program where they're reaching out to at-risk youth in the community. So a group of guys will get together and they'll do a compilation of
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that that answered the question. His past never defined him, but only created him. I like that. That's for you, Davion. His past never defined him, but only created him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
See? You have so much support in the chat. I want to let you know that. These comments are amazing. You have so much support. So you have a lot to look forward to when you're out. Mm-hmm. And I love that. I really love that you have so much family and friends behind you. You really do. Yep. Yeah. So we understand that you are actually a short-termer who will be paroling within a year. How do you plan on spending the remainder of your time? And what are your short-term and long-term goals after incarceration?
Well, how I'm going to spend the remainder of my time is basically doing what I do now. Like, go get a little physically, go work out for a little bit, but And once I come back here, well, lately I've just been writing, so for the rest of the little time I have left is sticking to writing and,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
physically fit. As far as my short-term goals, I know this may sound funny to people, but it's to actually get my driver's license. That's one of my short-term goals, because I always be driving, but I don't have my driver's license, so I'm going to do everything right this time. And my second short-term goal is go to school, learn a trade. Since I finally got my GED since I transitioned over here. I finally got my GED, so now I can go to college and so we'll go and take a trade for electrician to be an electrician. As far as my long-term goals, I plan to publish as many books as possible, just get my word out there. And second long-term goal is to open up a group home for the youth, because I honestly feel like most youth act out because they have the lack of love, attention, care, and guidance, and that's common. So if I could be the one that come and just let them know that they've been heard and let them know that I see them. I might not be able to change everybody, but if I can change just one or two people, I'll be okay with that. So that's my whole thing.
Okay. So congratulations on your GED.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Well, I ain't trying. I'm doing it.
You're doing it. That's right. And you want to get your driver's license?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, gotta get them.
So Lavita, is it? Lavita sends her love? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Lavita. Yeah, that's
Lavita.
That's my mom says there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mama Lavita. We call her Velveeta cheese. That's mom's right there.
And who's you're funny. And who's that? Is that your? And who was that? You said?
You said Lavita?
Yeah.
That's actually my children's mother. My children's mother's mother.
Okay. Nice to meet you, and I'm happy you're here. That's amazing. I'm telling you, you have all the love and support here. And they're all waiting for you, see? I love this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're all proud of you, and so you should be proud of yourself. You're doing good things. And I hear so many, and not just you, I hear so many others who Keith has helped. So many people. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh, wait till he gets his first book out. He comes back and does a reading. This is just the first part of the second part.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
We'll have him back. Yep.
So do you know what happens with that when your book's out? You know what you have to do, don't you?
Yep, you can come on here and you do a live reading.
You do a live reading. So every time Keith has a book come out, he reads the book after it comes out. He does the whole book for us.
Uh-huh.
So wait, who was this? It says, what about me? So so you're not going to get your niece a shout out? Your niece, it says, what is that? Larice? Your niece is here also.
Oh, okay. What's up, niece?
Your niece is here too. Yeah.
Okay.
Shout it.
Love y'all.
You better shout out your niece. You better start shouting people out. And
You're the one to hold on to it the longest.
oh my God.
That must be my bald-headed niece. That's just something we got going on. She's actually not bald-headed.
You better watch it now. This squad's here too. Oh God. This is so nice. I love it. Keith, thank you for helping my nephew. Aw.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Keith is pretty awesome. Keith is awesome. I'm proud of Keith. Yes, he is. He surely is. Oh, boy. Yes, he is. I'm telling you. And I'll tell you why. And my daughter, absolutely. And my daughter's another one. Never met Keith. Never really talked to Keith. She only hears him on the phone here. But I always hear my big brother. My big brother. So, absolutely adores Keith, too. Yep. She adopted Keith also. But, yep. That's right. And and Keith, like he heard the story. Like he knows, I told him the story. So he knows about that. Yep. Squad here too. Okay. Hashtag kids. It says the squad's here too. Hashtag kids. You got everyone here, I'll tell you. Yep.
Just spread my hashtag with my kids.
Yeah, hashtag kids. You have everyone here.
Hashtag, well, I want to say hello and I love y'all to my kids. My daughter Brenda, my daughter Haley, my daughter Dakota, my son Jared, my stepdaughter Trinity, and my stepson Cash. I'll give them a shout out.
Got a whole football team, huh?
Who's that?
Keith said you have a football team, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Basketball team.
They said cheaper by the dozen.
Cheaper by the dozen. Don't forget your sister. Don't forget your sister.
And all my sisters.
Yeah.
Everyone that's out that's supporting me. Thank everyone. It really means a lot to me, especially in this new journey that I'm taking. And I appreciate it from everyone. Thank you.
Hey, just so you know, too, whenever you do write a book, whenever you get your first publication and you have the acknowledgement page in there, all of these people that love and support you, you better not forget none of their names in there because you're going to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First name,
yeah, you're going to hear about it.
First name gotta go to you, kid. It gotta go to you. It goes to you, man.
Oh, man.
You're a blessing, man.
Yeah. Some of them are like, well, why was my name last? Why didn't you say my name first? Like, it's kind of funny.
Right? I know. It's right. That's right. Oh, it can get that
You'll
way.
be first in the book.
Ah,
Yeah, that's why you say, well, I was saving the best for last.
that's right.
Hey, there we go. There we go. There it is right there.
Keith always
There it is right there.
Keith always has a comeback. Don't worry. That's right. And don't spell the names wrong either. Angel's here. Angel's in the chat.
Oh, no, yeah.
Don't spell the names wrong.
All right.
And that's why on the Fiona and Finn there, that's why I didn't want to put this next one out, because, the prior times that I released the books, my publisher even told me she normally doesn't like to put them out until I proof them. But I was so impatient and excited, I told her go ahead. And now that's why the fact that she had to go back and correct a couple things on the Fiona and Finn, like a name spelled wrong. Now I made myself be patient with. Now that's why I'm waiting on this copy of the author's book first, because I want to proof it before it gets released.
And I've been stalking Amazon for the release every day until I found out we're waiting. Every day I was on there.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah. But
of all times, they're backed up on passing off the book, so kind of frustrating.
I know, but it'll get there. And then we'll just promote. That's what we'll do. We'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then Keith gets to do a book reading for us. We're looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah.
They love it. They absolutely love it. So, and everyone who's here, I do have a YouTube page. It's Charge with Change, Keith and myself. It's on YouTube, and the books are on there also. And every live that we do together, every live you see, because when the live ends on TikTok, it goes away. It doesn't. They don't upload the lives. So all these lives, I download them, and they'll be over on Charge with Change. So if you go to my YouTube channel, it's there. If you can look on in my bio, and you could click there, and it takes you right over there. So every live that we do is there. So tonight's live with Davion and Keith, you'll find it there. Probably I'll have it up by Monday, because it does take time for me to go through it. I edit a little bit here and there. We try not to edit too much, and I'll have it there.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So you can go back and you can save it, and it'll be there. So this interview it'll be over on YouTube, the Charge with Change YouTube. I make Keith. Davion, you want to call back?
Yes.
Okay. So that's where you can find it. Because once, like I said, once this ends, we don't have any replay on this. So yeah, I will have it up by Monday. Okay. And we have a few more questions, and then we can move on. I just have like two more.
Call from an incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Colen, California.
I knew what you meant, Jamie.
Your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, send or dial 5.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call.
Okay.
Thank you for using Global Care Link.
So we are back, and we'll continue. We just have a couple more questions that I have, and then we can move on to if anybody has any more in the chat. So, okay, so Davion, so many of us are reluctant to ask others for help, especially when in an environment of incarceration. With that in mind, have you discovered the value of asking for help when needed? If so, what has that value taught you?
I've discovered that asking for help is important, because you never know what doors might open. Look, I have Keith to help. Now we took control, grab the wheel, and another thing I've learned. It took me a moment, but I learned that don't let your pride get in the way of your blessing. Because at first I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna ask him. Nah. But I'm like, nah, but my pride said, F that pride. Let me go and start a conversation and see, and look where it got me. I'm sitting here, I met you. I feel like I'm adopted. Well, I'm adopted now.
That's
I'm
right.
adopted to a new family. So, if anybody, don't let your pride get in your way. And if you need help, ask.
Right.
There's really people out there like Keith that really cares and got a genuine heart. And, just speak.
He really does, and I met some amazing people, and not only besides his wife and Angel from Wiley's Wishes. So many people became so important to me that I never would have met until I started doing this, and so many other people, men who are incarcerated, and Vanessa, I met her, and it's just been amazing. It really has. And the friendships that we, developed.
Oh yeah, there's so many. There's so many bridges to. It's just crazy. It's like a network of. You see the value in it because you see, think about how many lives you get to touch through one individual, one person like me, being on this platform, or Davion being on the platform, and look how many lives are able to touch one another and help each other and support each other and let each other know that it's okay to ask for help, or like even when I'm having a bad time or I'm having a rough time, like the old me would be unwilling to share with people that, hey, I'm struggling, or I don't have it all together like you may think that I do. Like the old me, I would never reveal that to anybody. Now, like it's not like that now. Now I'm not afraid to say, hey, I don't have it all together. Like I need help. Like emotionally, I'm kind of torn right now, or whatever the case may be. So that's the value in that, is asking for help. It's realizing that that it's okay to ask for help.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It's normal to ask for help, like something that we all thought was like not normal to ask for help. But I lived so long in my life thinking that asking for help was like a sign of weakness or uncertainty or whatever the case may be. But it's okay to ask for help, because that's how you get further, is just by the willingness to accept help from other
This
people.
call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Right, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that, Absolutely agree. So, Davion, we understand you also enjoy writing poetry,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
You do. So, if asked to write or share a poem with us about the power of words, how would that look or sound right now?
This sound like this. Is people say strength with silence, caged like an animal with no room to feel. Reality set in a larger force. To speak was real. Speaking about my life, sitting in a cell all alone, redirecting my future through these words. I'm brave enough to call my own. A simple message from home, broke chains to set my mind free. Using the power of these words, hoping one day I'll be seen. And that's one.
That's fun.
But I actually have another one I would like to share. I came up with this one.
Go for it.
I'd say like a day ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is called Do You See Me? It says, reaching out trying to escape tomorrow, because today is overdue. Stressing for a blessing, because hope is all I ever knew. Do you see me? The pain embedded in my eyes. Tears fall from the pain, lies, and sorrow. Emotionally scarred by the trauma. Hoping for a better day. Do you see me? Seeking for a better life. Shifting towards change. Patiently waiting for a chance. So I have a question. Do you see me? And yeah, it's just short, but
Well,
it came from the heart. So.
mm-hmm. I love that.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you really, you have a talent.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I told Kalia, Steve, I'm thinking I'm going to start just write a book about poetry too. I just get it all out there.
Oh yeah.
I got to get it out.
Yep.
Got to get it out.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's only beginning.
Yep. Do you have anything? Go ahead.
Yeah, just I just want to thank you, like again. I just want to thank both of you. Steve, thank you for believing in me and just giving me a chance that I always wanted, and just seeing the good in me instead of just minus with just minus with a tattoo, whatever it may be. Just really seeing me for who I am and giving me a chance. Thank you, Marge, for having me on the show. I appreciate it. I want to say thank you to my family, my mom, my brother, my children, my woman, my nieces that over there somebody shooting them out, shouting them out. Thank you guys. my sisters, all of my sister Nene, my dad, my brothers, my nieces, nephews, everybody, all my support system. I thank everyone. And just stay tuned in, because it's only the beginning, and ain't no turning back now. So, God thank you.
So did you say that you get out in, am I right, April? Is it April 28th? Is around there?
Yep.
Yep. That's great.
Yep. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm sure.
First thing is get some driver's license.
We got to get him that driver's license.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Damn, you got to drive your mom around. Mom's she's gonna want you to drive her around.
Let's go.
I know his mom pretty well just from reading his stuff, right? Like.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that I get to like Jerome, Dante. Like I know about some of his siblings just from reading his stuff. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And Jamie, so Keith's wife is in the chat. She said, "Thank you for coming on. You were amazing. Make sure to get my information and stay connected with us."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, he'll. Like I said, I'm looking forward to having him back when his book does get published. So I'm looking forward to him doing a live reading, and
That's right.
This isn't the only time you're going to see him. So
Definitely.
he'll be back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll have him back to do that. You know that. And then we're going to have wonderful job. Yep, your family's saying wonderful job. You did a good job. Yeah, you absolutely did. So you weren't that nervous. I think we did good talking beforehand too. I think that and we usually do that when Keith recommends that we have someone on. Keith gives me their name and I put their number in and we start chatting. I message them and then they do call me. So we break that ice, and we do talk beforehand. Yeah. Because he was nervous. He was nervous.
Yeah, you guys got good energy. Like I said, remember I texted you earlier. I said I'm nervous.
He did.
But once you come on, yeah, it's your energy. Like I feed off energy and vibes, and y'all got amazing vibes.
Yeah.
It made me just feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, Keith, he texted me right before. He said, "I'm nervous." I was like, "Oh, come on now." You don't know what I was really going to text you, but I started deleting it. I'm like, he'll think I'm crazy. Oh, but no, I knew you would be okay. A great interview. Thanks for sharing your insight. Oh, yeah. See, you did amazing. He did great. I know. I knew he would.
Tonight, and like I said, that's what we do, man. Charge with change.
Charge with change.
We change lives. So
That's right.
That's right.
Shout out to Charge for Change.
We'll be back.
Thank you. And you're gonna and I told you I'm pretty I'm on the weekends I'm pretty free, so give me a call this weekend, message me, whatever, and we'll talk this weekend, I said. We'll catch up.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I surely will.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. You have a friend.
Well, thank you again. Yeah.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We're like family.
There we go.
Yep.
Thank you again for having me, and I look forward to being back on your show. You guys' show again, podcast.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
You have a blessed one. I will be tapping in tomorrow.
Okay. I'll talk to you
All
then.
right, buddy.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Okay. All right. All right, bro.
All right. Good night.
Bye, buddy.
All right, Keith.
Yeah, he was good.
He was
good.
good.
He's a God, man.
He really is. He really is. Like I said, I was going to message you to like maybe, you know, I didn't know if you could talk to him beforehand, but then he was okay. Because he said he was nervous, and I'm like, you got this. You'll be okay.
I try not to do that.
Oh.
Like, the guys that I do pick for you, like, I try not to do that because I don't want them to overthink it. Like, a lot of times I don't even, like I don't even give them an idea of the questions because I want it to be authentic and genuine. Like,
Okay.
So I try not to prep them, like, so to speak, because I know they're going to be okay. Like, I know it more than they know it that they're going to be just fine. Like,
Okay.
and I know how we navigate the platforms, and we walk them through it. We give them that. We invite them with comfortability that. So I think it makes them feel safe. You know, allows us to give them that safety just by, like I said, it's no pressure.
No, that's
we
true.
always steer the conversations where they need to go. So
Absolutely.
I knew it was going to be okay.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you.
Marge.
All right, Keith.
Too.
Thank you.
And thank you again for another good night of positive change.
Thank you. You have a good night. I will message you.
What you got going on tonight?
Nothing much. No, nothing. No, I'm done now. This is my third live today.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot today. It's not Thursday no more. It's on Friday.
It's
now.
Friday.
I forgot.
Yep.
All right.
So I'll text
All right, I'll
you.
reach out to you.
I'll message you.
Okay, I love you.
Love you. Good night. Perfect timing. That ended right on cue. Hey, Nanny. Thank you. What a great live. He's always sets him up really good. It was a really good live. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, no, this is my third live today. We did, I did the dog graduation today. We had the hearing loss dog graduation, and then I went live after that with my daughter, and then I did my 2:30 live, and I popped over on Favoritive for a little bit. Oh, this is my fourth live, and then I'm over here. So, but I'm so happy everyone joined. I know, Nani, right? And I'm going to go over to Favoritive for a little bit. We're going to end it over there. It is Friday. Next week, we are not going to do a live. I spoke with Keith. We're going to take next Friday off. And so we could recoup, and it's the day after the holiday. So we are going to take the Friday off. Angel, there was a graduation today where my daughter is. So I attended that today. It was such a great event. They had the dog graduation. Oh my God, there wasn't a dry eye in that place. The tears, I couldn't believe it. So much, it was amazing. It was such a nice event. My daughter was running like 3 computers. I was so proud of her today, watching her behind the scenes. And then they had like little, they had appetizers after for everybody. The volunteers just set things up for like little snacks and stuff for everybody to have. It was really nice. It was really nice. So I really enjoyed it. It was such a great event, and just seeing her behind the scenes of what she does, I was like I was blown away. I was so proud of her. So it was a proud mom moment. But it was really a nice event. Just seeing them hand those dogs over to, after they trained, and it was really nice to see. So it was really fun. So I got to do that today, and I went live afterwards. So next Friday it really was. So next Friday we are going to take off. So, and we will probably the following Friday, we will probably schedule Keith's book reading, because the book will be out before that. And we'll probably schedule him to read the book, and he wants to set up some more, of course, to do some more lives. So we are going to take next Friday off. I'm not sure if I'm doing the filming the podcast with Allie. I'm pretty sure she's going to want to take a long weekend. So we're probably going to pick up everything in 2 weeks. But if she wants to do a podcast, I'm going to do her podcast. But if not, we're just going to pick up in 2 weeks. So, but everyone, I'm going to go. I want to thank everyone for joining. I really appreciate you all. I will be live again on Monday at 2 o'clock. 2:30, not 2 o'clock. So everyone have a good weekend. To Davion's family and friends, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Good night, friend. Angel, I'll talk to you this weekend. We connect on the weekends. I'll talk to you over the weekend. Jamie, I will talk to you also on the weekend. So everyone have a good rest of your night. I'm going to go over to Favorite It. So if you have Favorite It, we're going to be over there for a little bit. So I'll hop over there for a while. So everyone have a good night. Have a great weekend. And I will see everyone on Monday at 2:30 for my live. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you then. Bye.